What's that one?
That's sort of a, actually, that's sort of a screw around. That's a term from the 50s. We're going to do the screw around.
Okay.
And then Ray Charles came and made it the mess around later on.
I got you.
Musical trivia for you. So it's sort of a screw around.
It's a screw around, mess around.
Screw around, mess around, and later on they use the F word later now.
Okay.
Find out and F around, see what I mean? See how that works. But it's a mess around, screw around.
It's got a Ray Charles feel for sure.
Well, it's by a guy named Dave Grusin.
Okay.
Who scored the movie The Firm with Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Gene Hackman.
Mm-hmm.
People such as this.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the lead girl's name, and she kind of bothered me through the movie. But an adaptation from a John Grisham novel. The Firm was scored by Dave Grusin, and a lot of it was piano. One of the first movies I ever watched where I noticed the score of it, other than it being symphonic music, it was just piano. Dave Grusin, and that was called Ray's Theme. It's his brother in the movie. And that's all true.
I'm laughing because you mentioned John Grisham, and it sparked a reference to The Office.
Oh God, you're an Office fanatic, dude.
Whenever I think it's the episode The Deposition. Whenever Jan,
you tell it to me like
suing,
I go, oh, The Deposition.
Jan's suing Dunder Mifflin, and Michael is a key witness and has to give a deposition or be a part of the deposition. And Jan's lawyer asks, "How long have you known the plaintiff?" And he says, "I have not seen it, but I have seen." I don't remember, or maybe it's, I have not seen it. I have seen the Pelican Brief, and I hope to see something else. Or I don't know. It's
that's ridiculous. Yeah. Pelican Brief is good too as a movie adaptation. Julia Roberts.
I have not seen it, but I think it's like I hope to see the Pelican Brief very soon, or something like that. I don't remember how it is.
All right.
Anyways, hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures. I forgot we hadn't even done that part yet.
Yeah, I know. I did too.
We were
just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Gonna do a song by Jinjer. We haven't done Jinjer in a while. The Ukrainian band.
We've only done one song by them, right?
We've done two.
Oh, two. That's right. One of them was a live version. Yeah, we watched the video.
Yeah. That's
that
right.
was freezing up and stuff.
This one's called Duél. It is from the album Duél that was just released on February the 7th.
Oh, this is so this is just recent.
Mm-hmm. Very recent.
2 or 3 days old.
Well, when this video comes out, it'll be a couple weeks old. Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
It's relative.
This one came out through Napalm Records.
Okay.
They've already had some really good releases this year. So
Napalm Records. Shout out to Napalm.
Shout out to Napalm Records. They've acquired quite the roster.
Have they?
Yeah, they're doing it. Not much else I can really give you about this one.
Duél.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Sure. The E has the thing over the top of it. What do they call that thing? It's D-U-E with the little thing above the E.
An accent?
Sure. I don't know.
Duél.
Duél.
All right. We'll figure it out.
All right. Let's do it. There's some winners on here. All right, this is Duél by Jinjer. Ready?
Play it again, Richard.
The snowflakes gently sleep. A duel unfolds, a cold opponent they abide. Just strangers face to face, a matchup to collide. Revenge and soulless, to the barrier they stride. Pistol boys, a defenseless target inside. Corner man whispers, setting point up on a ride. A distance often stays.
Thoughts. You want to know my thoughts?
Your thoughts, please.
Oh, I thought you were just saying thoughts.
Thoughts?
What do you think? The drummer is a madman.
He's incredible. I mean, the whole band is really good, in my opinion.
Sure. But they're more rhythmically driven than anything else. Mm-hmm. There are riffs in the guitar, but they tend to... One thing I do like about how they would do some of their stuff, in this song at least, is, I really like playing a note or a chord on a guitar that's distorted, and I could listen to that forever. Just that noise. And it sounds like they would do that. They'd have these longer periods of just hitting a guitar and letting it ring out when the drummer's going mad. And then when he's kind of setting a beat, they would, Mm-hmm. But it's all fairly rhythmic. This band, it seems, at least from this song, maybe it's not in other things, but there's not a lot of, I mean, he was playing a lot of open strings, I don't know if you noticed when he, kind of let those ring out, which is really cool. But there wasn't a lot of technical,
Sure.
You know what I mean? It was rhythmically based, I think. And I think that's the best music. I think if you stay with rhythm in one way and everybody plays on the different thing that the rhythm's playing, I don't know, the beat is the thing. But it was really, what do you call this kind of metal, Richard?
I would probably call this progressive.
I mean, there's a lot, they do a lot of change and stuff. It would take me a few listens to even really get my mind around and anticipate, except for that, they do that digging thing when she sings, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And she sings. Mm-hmm. I was telling her that when we were together, I was like, you should sing more. I like your guttural singing, but Tatiana, I know her name, Richard.
Oh, yeah.
You should sing more, babe. And she was like, I will. So maybe after we broke up, I had to, she was clingy, I had to end it. But I like that she sings, and I like her guttural singing because you can understand what she's saying. Still, there's no gender when it comes to guttural singing.
Sure.
At least from the sound.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to come up with like a term that, is audio genderless, you know what I mean? like sonically, not sterile, sonically, what would you say?
Neutral?
Sonically neutral, audio neutral, audio, I don't know, fluid, audio fluid, gross, sonic fluidity. Anyway, that's interesting. That's a whole conversation, Guttural singing allows you to, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl or anything in between. Can I say boy or a girl nowadays?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I didn't know if those terms were completely abolished.
I don't care.
But hers is, I don't know, I can understand a little more what hers is a little more, I think we talked about this before, is a little more tonal.
Yeah.
She has more melody in her, and as does my other ex, Courtney from Spirit Box.
Uh-huh. So who are you with right now?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, okay.
It's a secret.
Oh, okay. I got you.
She doesn't want anybody to know.
Okay.
Because,
And where does Celine Dion fit into this?
Oh, man.
Y'all had a falling out?
Well, yeah, many years ago.
Oh.
She wrote all the songs about me.
Oh, okay.
All the songs. I told her, your heart will go on. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I remember you telling me that. It's all coming back to
right
now.
Yeah. Write a song about it, Celine. So I like the singing. You know, there's a. Shut up. There's a System of a Down sound in there a little bit, and it just may be that part of the world, that culture in them that sort of comes out.
Okay.
Because both of those, their ethnicities tend to come from that side of the world. So it might just be the type of, type, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do.
And so, I don't know. There's a System of a Down with her singing in the first part of the song, and then some of the how her melody that she chooses to sing, and I don't know. There was just, I was thinking about this the other day. There's a lot of bands that we listen to or that I heard lately, or sometimes that I'll all of a sudden get this System of a Down feeling like, man, that sounds like them. Those guys are great.
Yeah.
All right, I know we're talking about Jinjer, so I want to stay away from System of a Down. Even though I more and more I'm coming to this, those guys were a league of their own. Mm-hmm. Crap. But Jinjer, I like this song a lot. And I really like how they ended the song. Not necessarily that I like the break. I like make it, and they almost hung on to it just a little more, I think some people would turn it off at that point because they hang on to the silence.
Sure.
And then they come into it slow, and I do like those moments. But it was a big finish. It's a big just ending, and I think that's really cool. What do you think? You like the music part of this song?
Yeah, I like this song. I listened to the whole album. Not everything was for me, but this one in
Some
particular.
of it was for me because she's right,
Yeah, for sure.
So obviously not everything is going to be
Right,
for
that's
you.
true. That's true. But this one stood out to me. This was actually the 5th single. I mean, this one came out a few days before the album, a couple of weeks before the album, I guess. But this is my favorite track on the album.
No. That's cool.
I like what they do, man. There was one single that I remember hearing, and I was like, oh man, I hope the rest of the album is not like this. That was just where I was that day and that time, and hearing that song in that moment. But overall, I was really pleased with what I heard.
What's the name of the album?
Duel.
It is.
Duél.
Did you say this to me already?
I did. You don't pay attention.
No, not to you. What? Did you tell me the name of the album?
No, I did not.
So, the subject matter of the lyrics is probably, when it comes to literary and I'll say the lyrics as being literary, so lyrical content or poems or novels or plays or philosophical discourse is, and I can't think of another one right now off the top of my head that is like this. But it has to be by far the number one discussed subject matter in all those forms, all those mediums, which is the dualistic approach of the self. Mm-hmm. At first she just kind of paints the picture as if two people standing with duels, and then she goes and talks about how you can either heal or you can not. You can either die or you can come through it or you can not, right? Mm-hmm. And that discussion, and that's good and evil, that's anything that's dualistic, that has a dualism to it, has been discussed forever. Mm-hmm. And it's a great subject matter. If you can, whether that's the self or whether that's, the psychological thing going on, it's interesting, the dual thing made me think of, I'm reading this book called, it's about the presidential election of 1800.
Okay.
Which was specifically horrible, which was between John Adams and Thomas Jefferson.
Okay.
And they really liked each other, big friends, you know. But Alexander Hamilton is a big player in the book, and also on your $20 bill.
No, that's Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson. Alexander Hamilton's got to be on the 10. 10 and 5, 1, 2, whatever. But he's on one of them, and he's responsible for a lot of the money situation. Anyway, he died in a duel.
Presidents.
He died. He was never president.
I was being funny.
Oh,
Or never mind. Go ahead.
we talking about that? Never mind. So he died in a duel. Proper gun duel with Aaron Burr. So that's what I first thought about. And how can you not with duel? But duel, you know, is also spelled D-U-A-L, which is the dual aspect.
Right.
So I think she's just referring to, the lyrics seem to be pretty clear. She talks about it, she paints the picture as what a duel would be, and then goes a little bit using it as a metaphor for the struggle within the self.
A duel with your duality.
Well, no, that would be a totally different thing. That would be a totally different thing. That would be, in fact, that would be quad. That would be a quad situation.
Yeah. Okay.
But a duel with your duality is a totally different conversation.
You or the A in quad have the mark over the
See, now you're too deep for me.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an Office reference so we can figure it out. But I think the subject matter is great. It's always good to bring it up. It's always good to talk about it because it's always going on with people. It's always a current event. It's been going back forever. You know, we just elected it's a duel. You know, you're going red or blue. They can all get dueled as far as I'm concerned. But I'm just saying, that's everywhere. The dualistic approach, there's two sides to it's always going on. It's always going on. Your better self, you know, your worse self, you're not as good, I don't know, you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
You being on drugs, you being off drugs.
Right.
And we're off of drugs.
We are.
We came out on top of that duel
Victoriously
or continuously victoriously, because we don't want to get in trouble from the community telling us.
That's true.
You don't just win.
You're not cured.
You're not cured. You're just lucky right now that you've listened to Jinjer and figured out what the duality is. Hey, damn. The cat's gonna go in there and piss on something. Thanks, Mom. Sorry. It's a black cat, whatever. It's metal. It's a black cat. I'm glad we did a Jinjer song.
Yeah, me too. I need to do more Jinjer. I need to bring more Jinjer into the channel. I don't know why it took us this long to get back to him, honestly.
It's because of you and all your problems.
Yeah. I'm loaded down with problems.
But you know, I dig it. I was surprised, and I didn't even take away anything from the bass player and the guitar player because they were a definite unit. You know, nobody takes. There was no solos here and there. It was just they worked as a unit through the whole time. It just you can tell they're tight.
Right.
She's the same way with them. They just I like that. They sound really. They just sound like they're working as they're mindful of being a unit. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. I'll show you some more Jinjer in the future.
Yeah, I dug it. I dug this.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We are great measures.
Thanks for showing me this song.
It's my pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
My name's Richard. This is Judson. That was Duél by Jinjer.
They just duel.
I don't care.
Great measures.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.